Richard Lowenstein. He's an Australian filmmaker who's worked heaps in Australian film, obviously. Good guess. So recently he's directed a documentary that's been in Myth that's called Echo Homo. That's just been released in Myth. Other documentaries that he's worked on include Involved with Trust. So that's great to have him along. So then we've got Jenny McMahon. She's the current Development Investment Manager for Film Victoria Documentary Development Fund. She has over 15 years experience in production and development experience in documentary and co-founded the Rebel Films, of which she was an executive producer and managing director. And then finally we have Alex West. He's currently a series producer at Caudal Jigsaw. How do you say it? Zapruder. And he's played a key role in creating documentary series such as Who Do You Think You Are? And Dirty Business, How Mining Made Australia.
Actually, and I did a degree at La Trobe University, which in those days was no filmmaking whatsoever, just theoretical degree in cinema studies. And after that, I spent about a year producing films of the postgrad students at Swinburne, which was then the film and television school.
And now with the cameras, the domestic cameras, you got there's no complaining about quality. It's like you just sort of have to grab that camera sometimes and do something with it.
I think those opportunities are, there's less of them. This was at a time when there were probably around 20 single 1 hour docs being produced, and now that's probably down to about 5. So, and the focus has shifted very much to series, and to develop series you need to be a well-resourced company, and the development of that takes a long time. And so, the landscape has shifted, and it's a fairly risk-averse environment. So I think, I think it's harder for emerging filmmakers to kind of get their foot in the door.
As a lot of the voluntary interns who are here, who've worked for us, it's not so much running a production company like ours, but the skills of just even which you can now do on your home computer, the skills of editing, even if you're just practicing with scrap footage or stuff stolen off YouTube, getting to know those programs, the classic 3 Avid, Adobe Premiere and Final Cut, and now Resolve, which is the 4th one. Getting to know those programs backwards, like the back of your hand, getting to have the passion and skills to see what effect throwing bits of footage together. And I think, actually, so it's not necessarily, okay, I've got to go out and make a 10-minute film and impress everyone and everything. It's just showing that you know about rhythm and edit and the technicalities of the programs. And once you've actually impressed a few people, either with your little sequences or your short films or your skills, my theory is that you'll be jump dogs. If you can get skilled in After Effects, you'll just get work until you die, I think. But it's just After Effects people who just can sit there and do the tutorial. I mean, the data wrangling's good examples. There's so much data coming in. Like if someone with the knowledge of, and we have the problem ourselves with how to store it, how to organise that storage, the hard drive backups, not just for the show that's working, but even the archives of. It's like it's all you have to do is just study those problems and be a bit of a computer geek, unfortunately. But and their skills in great demand. That can also lead to who knows where.
And particularly internationally, people are looking for the next new thing. They're looking for the next young, bright. That doesn't mean age young necessarily, but something fresh. This industry thrives on newness. Don't give me last year's show, give me the next thing. You can bet your bottom dollar on Channel 9, they're screaming blue murder about the fact that these reality vehicles are going to reach their end. They've got to have the next thing.
A lot of producers and small companies who are very